YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, we talking some Toshi today. You don't want to miss it, but I gotta let you know too, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a homie. So don't buy nothing that you see in this video, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about some Bitcoin, all that stuff. As you guys can see, total market cap coming in at a 297, fear reading next coming in at a 53. Just got out of an amazing space, by the way, on Twitter, held by a person in our community called Good Hands. He is awesome. Shout out to all those guys that were in that space, as a matter of fact. But that's what it takes, guys. You guys should be making those types of spaces, getting those people in. And I told you, the community will support you. He created that. Everybody jumped in. I jumped in. Of course, I'm going to jump in because, again, I know the importance of building a community and, participating my part in it. So jumped in there and was able to connect with some of those guys. Some of you guys got to talk to me for the first time. I got to talk to you for the first time. It was just amazing. So if you were in that space, let me know in the comment section below. And if you weren't in that space, guys, start jumping in those spaces on Twitter. We're going to start doing those a lot more often. We're going to start raiding a lot of these big YouTubers and stuff like that and getting them to know about Toshi as well. But let's talk about the rest of the market, right? As you guys can see, Bitcoin coming in at a 95.5, looking a little bit volatile today. We do know that it's Sunday. I do think that if we can hold this support here at 95, that's going to be big for us. If we need to drop down, though, guys, I do think that we might see a little bit of a correction. Totally normal, totally to be expected. Again, we know that there's sell-off into the weekend. Nobody knows that better than we do, guys, because, again, nobody talks about that as much as we do. So even those guys, I was listening to them talk in the space, and I was like, wow, these guys get it. They really understand how this market moves. So again, a lot of very skilled traders in Toshi, which just lets me know again that these guys understand the space. They see the same things that I see. They're seeing the value, and I do think a lot more of these people that have been in the space for a long time that know value when they see it are going to start seeing it with Toshi. Again, it's always speculative, guys, but I do think Toshi's the coolest cat on base. I'm bullish on it. You guys know that. We've been talking about it. We're going to continue to talk about it because I'm setting myself up for an I told you so. I don't know about you guys, but I want to be able to say, I told you, because a lot of people, they lost belief in this coin, but I didn't. And again, a lot of the community didn't. Those guys still as bullish as ever on this dip. You guys can see Bitcoin looking a little bit volatile, though. A couple times we've rejected off of this top Keltner channel, and it's making me think that we might need to see a retest of like this 92 range. If that happens again, we're going to see a lot of crybabies in the market. Don't be shooken out by these people. Do not be let that fear set into you that they're going to have, because again, we'll still be in an uptrend even if we need to correct down all the way to 88. But our cycle is still looking on course. In my opinion, guys, we're still in a zone that is not crazy to be dollar cost averaging into. I do think that, Bitcoin has a pretty good chance of seeing a bull cycle. We do know that just yesterday we were at about, well, 2 days ago, all right, we were at a 15 on the altcoin season cycle chart thing, and then we went all the way up to 33 yesterday, guys, and then we pulled back a little bit all the way back to 23. But again, I do think that Bitcoin stays strong, and we could bounce off this 95 range, that we could start seeing some confidence come back in this market. As you guys can see, we're still sitting at a 53. But if Bitcoin, in my opinion, shoots up back to a 97 again, I think we're going to be back in this green. If we drop down, though, I do think if we go back down to like 82 or 92 or whatever, we might see this thing retest this orange range. We've seen this happen before. We know how long these turns could take, right? You see right here, we were in orange, then we jumped up to yellow, then we dropped back orange, yellow, you know what I'm saying? And then right here, look, this is our first time retesting this yellow. So maybe we're just a little bit early right now in terms of the correction. Maybe again we're gonna see more of a this bottom happening around like June or July. That is something that also we talked about the reality of, because again, sometimes our corrections just take a little bit longer than most people are willing to wait. But let me tell you something, once this greed starts pumping back into the market and our altcoin season starts, guys, people are going to be kicking themselves that they were not viewing this as nothing but an opportunity. I'm looking at this as nothing but an opportunity, guys. I'm long on crypto. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Crypto J, guys. I'm saying that because I genuinely do believe in this project. Again, Toshi Coin's still in an uptrend, and even though the market's hanging volatile, people are not ditching their bags. Like, they're not. They're really not. Look in the past 5 minutes. We have not had any buy volume and no sell volume, nothing. And it just seems like people are just pretty much holding on, right? So that's one thing that I do like about Toshi, is that, again, this community is still bullish on this project, and we know that every time the market moves, these guys are increasing their positions, and we're seeing the holder count increase. And that's exactly what you want to see in your coin. You want to see volume on a Bitcoin dip. You don't want to see your coin fall into the abyss like a lot of these coins have. And to be honest with you guys, I feel like a lot of these Solana coins will fall into the abyss, and people will get tired of being burned, bro, over and over and over with rug pulls and stuff like that. Again, a lot of these people, they don't know how to check contracts, but they do want to be in altcoins. They're going to look for something a little bit more trusted, a little bit more reliable. And I feel like, that might lead them to an exchange like Coinbase or Binance or something like that, where they can pick up some of these meme coins that they don't have to worry about being rug pulls on, right? So I do think that Toshi Coin is going to, again, pick up a lot of new investors. I feel like a lot of the people that are already have sold out are going to be back in. That's exactly what we were actually talking about in the space today. Just the fact that all those people that have sold out already, I feel like they're really going to be back, bro. I feel like it's just honestly going to be a matter of time before those guys are back. And they're probably not going to get this thing at the price that they got it at initially. They're probably going to have to buy it for a more expensive price, and they'll probably end up with less coins. But in my opinion, guys, I'm looking to dollar cost average into this thing as much as possible. I do think that, if we do have a couple more months, I feel like that would be an amazing opportunity, guys. I really don't think that we're going to be getting these types of opportunities for very long. I think Toshi Coin is really going to start to send. You guys could see even on the weekly chart just how old this project is. It's not old at all. Like, look, November 6th, right? And then look how we've been just on an absolute tear, jumped up in volume right here, and then we've had our corrections along the way. But again, this looks bullish to me on the weekly chart. Honestly, it looks bullish on a lot of these charts. Yeah, on the 3-day chart, we do need to hold here, but if we could bounce off of this, we're still intact. We are still intact and running. And in my opinion, like I said, Toshi Coin is still looking solid, man. We're still looking solid, even though, again, we're retesting this bottom Keltner here. It's because Bitcoin is in decision mode, right? Bitcoin wants to break down. We're going to see us break down. But in my opinion, again, if Bitcoin wants to run, we're going to run. And that's what you want. You want your coin to be moving with the market. You don't want it to be idle. You don't want it to be on the floor. Toshi Coin ain't on the floor. Toshi Coin, yeah, it's seeing the sell-off. These types of corrections are totally normal in the market, though, and they're to be expected. As a matter of fact, if you look at the monthly, it's really not even that bad, right? Looks like we might even have some kind of cup and handle forming here on the monthly as well. So again, I think Toshi Coin, super bullish. I think there's a lot better chance that we continue going up in this situation than if we were to go down and retest some of these lows. I just don't see that happening. I don't see Toshi Coin going this low into the ones and seeing a retest of this double bottom that we had on the monthly. I just don't see that happening. Personally, I see us turning this around, but again, maybe we need to have a retest of. Now, I don't know. I don't think that this is very necessary for this retest. But again, if Bitcoin decides it wants to capitulate, maybe Toshi Coin will see a little bit of sell off. I just don't see us selling off that much, because we haven't sold off that much. Even though Bitcoin has been volatile the whole time, Toshi Coin has just kind of been coasting. And then when we pumping big, right? So again, it just lets me know that the sentiment is still there. People still see the value in this coin. The holder count is increasing, so more and more people are hearing about it. We also got big influencers now starting to talk about this. I saw Crypto Love made a video on it, and that guy has like over 100,000 people on his channel. So these are the signs that we want to see. Good things happening, and we're going to start hopefully seeing this more. Again, we're going to start doing these raids on other YouTube channels and stuff like that. So if you guys want to be a part of those raids, again, go follow. You can follow me and go follow Good Hands, and start tapping into those communities, guys, because again, those guys are starting to pick up, and they're starting to talk about this stuff, and you want to be a part of it, guys. When people see that every week, week in, week out, we're having these meetups, and it's like 100 people in there talking about Toshi, it's gonna make people feel good, as well as I'll start being in those too. So you guys could talk to me and we could all chat and stuff like that. I'm trying to do more live streams as well. Just keep the community engaged. And even though a lot of you guys are already super bullish, it'll be cool to everybody kind of meet, talk together, and us be able to strategize these raids. So if you guys want to be a part of those raids again, make sure you're following Good Hands over on Twitter. He's on my page as well. So if you don't have him, then you could go check out mine. But yeah, just shout out to everybody that is taking initiative, that's doing things like holding Twitter spaces. You could hold a Twitter space, guys. If you hold a Twitter space, DM me and let me know. Hey, Jay, I'm thinking about holding a Twitter space for Toshi. I'm really trying to get, more known in the community, and I really want some support or something like that. I would love to join in there. And yeah, let's talk about Toshi, man. I'm always down to talk about Toshi, because Toshi's one of my favorite subjects right now in this cryptocurrency downtrend, guys, because again, I'm just so bullish on it. It's not financial advice. I can't tell you for sure that this thing's going to go up. I just telling you that this community is amazing, and it has a lot of room to grow. We're already getting stronger and stronger. I feel like the community is getting stronger and stronger even during the dip. So I can only imagine how strong this community is going to be once we start breaking above some of these key zones, if Bitcoin does decide it wants to run and we want to have our super cycle. I think a lot of these people are going to be joining in, and those people that were in that space today, I feel like they're going to be legends, guys. You guys are going to be legends for enduring this pain, guys. You guys are the backbone of Toshi. If you're in this coin today, if you've been through this struggle that we've all been through in the past couple months, like, you're earning your stripes, bro. This is what it takes to be in crypto. I hate to break it to a lot of people. You see, it's survival of the fittest, right? Not everybody is going to be able to stand and withstand these emotional downturns, but if you have been able to, then again, I do think that you're becoming a better trader. You're becoming a less emotional trader, right? Some of you guys have just gotten used to the sentiment. You don't get shaken anymore. It's not like you don't feel the fear as much. When we dip down, you're just seeing like, okay, we're starting to break up a little bit. This might be an opportunity. We're starting to see maybe the market's turning around. Guys, I do think that Bitcoin will go over 100,000 in Q4. It's just a price prediction, but I do think that it's going to be a bumpy ride. I'll say that too. We might need to see a retest, like I've been telling you guys, of some of these lower levels. It might cause a panic in the market. It might cause some cheaper prices. But again, guys, I'm looking to buy Toshi at the cheapest price possible. We already know that Binance is going to be listing Basecoin soon. And guys, do you think they're going to list Toshi Coin? I think they're going to list Toshi Coin. They're going to be looking for coins that are already vetted by other big exchanges like Coinbase and stuff like that, that have already shown that they have volume. In my opinion, Toshi has shown that it has volume, guys. A ton of demand, right? Look, almost close to 1 million holders, guys. I do think that Toshi Coin can hit 1 million holders by the end of this year. You can clock that. I believe that. You already see some of these bigger projects like SHIB that have like 3 million people holding it, sitting in the billions. Toshi Coin is still sitting at 164 million and has 560,000 holders. So I'm bullish on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think, though. Are you bullish on Toshi? Do you think that Toshi Coin can be that next 10x, 100x coin? I still think it can, guys. I still think that this coin can easily 10, 20, 50x even. I could see this thing anywhere between like 4 to 10 billion market cap. But honestly, if we see even more money flow into this market than we saw in the last cycle, then I do think that Toshi Coin could even go above that, guys. We saw Shiba Inu go all the way up to 41 billion. We saw Doge go up to like 80 billion. So again, I want to know what Toshi could do, and if Toshi is going to be that next coin that can do similar type of numbers. We did know that sometimes we see these things kind of correlate, right? Maybe we'll have a dog trend, maybe we'll have a cat trend. Well, guys, if we have a cat trend, I'll tell you what, Toshi Coin is the coolest cat on base. If you think so, let me know in the comment section below. Again, not financial advice, not telling you to go out and buy this. As a matter of fact, don't buy it, just so that nobody can say, you told me to buy it. Don't buy it, okay? But anyway, guys, I do want you to tap in to our spaces. We need you. Your voice is needed, guys. You can be that leader. You could be the guy who creates the space and has Crypto Jade join. It's so easy to get me to join, guys. I'm very accessible. I try to support you guys because, again, you guys support me. So, again, if you want me in there, if you make the space, I will join it as long as I got some time and give me a little bit of a heads up. I will join in there and check that out. I was just so happened to be on Twitter today, and I saw that those guys were doing a space, and so again, I had to jump in there. But shout out to them. Shout out to all you guys that are keeping each other informed, keeping each other encouraged during this Bitcoin dip. Because again, guys, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Nobody would ever take a loss in crypto. But again, these downturns and stuff like this, they are rough. They are very rough, especially for those people that are over leveraged. So always, guys, don't put more money into this game than you're willing to lose. And always, 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 always do your research, guys. I'll check you in the next video. Peace.